Hey yo, what's going on everybody? It's Tylarious and I got some GTA 6 breaking news here. This is from a reputable source, and the community, the GTA, in general community online has kind of latched onto this, leading me to believe that there is a lot of credibility and a lot of possibility that this is going to end up being true, right? So it's not good. It's not good news. Honestly, this was going to be inevitable. All right, so this is from a Polish news outlet, ppe.pl, and this is from, I hope I said this right, Mateusz Robel. So this posted earlier today. Sad news reached the ppe.pl editorial office from a trusted Grazdari, a leaker who in the past, I hope I got that right, revealed the port of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 for PS5, the boxed version of Oblivion Remastered, and the release date of Sonic Racing Crossworlds NS2. So that's some of, his history of reliability, right? The article says the source, who handles physical video game sales in Europe, informed us that Grand Theft Auto 6 publisher Take-Two is currently not planning a physical edition of Lucia and Jason's story, at least not for release due to possible story or gameplay leaks, as we saw with The Last of Us 2 example. Oh my gosh, and listen, if you've ever worked retail, right, I've been there, I know. You know that, listen, when these video games come out, they just don't get released to Walmart or Best Buy day one. They get there ahead of time, and then the stores, get prepared for an event and for a release, all that good stuff. And that's the time when these items can be stolen and people can, find out the video content, the game content, and leak it. They go on to say, the article goes on to say, according to initial unconfirmed reports, GTA 6 will first debut digitally on consoles with a physical release sometime later. The source doesn't know whether this will happen a few weeks after launch or only in the first half of 2027. What? So basically a digital release and then a hard copy, an actual disc with the box later on, and that's TBD, to be determined, right, or to be decided. Man, that's rough. And then as one informant says, we're hearing more and more that the physical version won't be released simultaneously with digital version to prevent leaks. We're getting conflicting reports. Some say the physical version will arrive 3 to 4 weeks after the digital release, while others say it won't happen until early 2027. More information will be available in mid-February. Oh my gosh, that's rough. I mean, the 2027 thing actually seems kind of likely. That could be like teamed up or lined up with PC release, maybe, I don't know. But it's kind of this is a big bummer. First of all, you've got the security. I understand and respect the right for Rockstar and Take-Two to protect their their data, the game itself. That's a big deal because we've seen what happens when this stuff gets leaked, and it has happened. We've seen this all the time. It happened with GTA, Red Dead, all that. So we know that it's a possibility, and this is one of the better ways one of the ways to help mitigate or prevent this. I don't think you can be leak-free 100%. It's kind of, you got to prepare for it, and there's going to be like about 10-20% luck in there as well that these things will get leaked out. So, but Rockstar needs to keep in mind, if they allow a pre-upload, their files can get leaked that way as well, just 24 to 48 hours before, because a lot of times for a digital release they allow the fan base or the community to pre-download or pre-install, and then these things can still get leaked out. So they have to be careful what they're going to do with this. But this is the bad part for the consumer, really it is. First of all, for the collectors out there, myself including, for stuff like this, for this franchise, you don't have that hard copy up front, but we're all going to get that digital copy. So you're going to be buying the same game twice, whether you like it or not, if you want to be a day one player and, be the collector and have a hard copy. Maybe you get a map with it, some other cool stuff that, Rockstar tends to add with their previous games in the past. So that's a bummer, man. And we all know the game is getting released on the current console, right? They're going to release it on the PS6 and the next Xbox, right? Or whatever's going on with Microsoft over there. So you'll be buying this game across, multi-platform generations, just like they did with GTA 5. So you're down for 3 games right there, just off the rip. You know what I mean? Like, oh man, it's rough as a consumer, especially when the games are 70 to 100, maybe even more. Hopefully Rockstar stays true with the rumors and the game is $70, maybe 80 max. Right? That's a lot, but it's worth it for what they should be bringing out with GTA 6. So we'll have to wait and find out. But bad news. Again, I see where Rockstar. I just wish there was better ways to protect their you know, their content. I get it, you know, I understand that point of it. So it's just a bummer for the consumer with this kind of stuff. So that's the information. I hope you guys, man, find that well. Let me know what you think about this in the comments down below. Is this to be expected? Is it avoidable? What would you do to help prevent these leaks? You know, what would your options or your, you know, remedies be for this? Let us know in the comments. All right, thank you all so much for watching. You know what to do. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel for the illest or realest content in the game. Smash, I mean, smash that like button. And we'll see you guys in the next one. All right, peace out. Yeah.